But Marvin wanted to be the Black Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Marvin had a level of consciousness at that time that was like, people were they feared that.
Willie D Live.
Yeah, you got the Marvin Gaye comparisons.
Oh yeah, a lot.
You get that.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily, your voice don't necessarily sound like him.
Yeah.
But it's the rhythm.
Yeah.
It's that rhythm and what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Right.
It's Leon, man. It's Marvin and Leon, but it's Leon though. Like if you study, like if you know Leon, then you like you love Minnie Riperton, you love Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Like the Leon at a very important time in their careers and his, in the space of creativity, he was so I don't know if you know the story of the I Want You album in particular, where, Barry Gordy had these two artists. He had Leon Ware and he had Marvin Gaye. And at the time, Marvin was doing, was a genius in his own right. But, Marvin wanted to be the Black Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, Marvin had a level of consciousness at that time that was like, people were they feared that.
He was bumping heads with his label.
Yeah, he was bumping heads with his label about it. You know what I mean? The whole nine. And Stevie too. If it wasn't for Stevie Wonder, I wouldn't have put out the Love and War Masterpiece album, the whole double album. Like it was based on a conversation with him, is why I put that out, right? But he had Marvin and he had Leon, and he heard Leon Project. The whole I Want You album was Leon's album. And what he did was he had to sit down and he said he had the light bulb moment. He said that Marvin had the look and had the voice and that Leon had the sound. He convinced Leon Ware to you need to have Marvin. You need to get his album to Marvin, let him cut it over, do the whole album.
Who convinced Leon?
Barry Gordy, apparently.
Wow.
Convinced, not just Leon, both of them.
Yeah.
Because you got your A-lister artists, you know what I mean? And then, so
Barry is basically telling Marvin, look, man, if you redo this album,
just trust me on this.
Just trust, yeah.
I need you to.
This is gonna take you to a level.
Yeah, you singing these songs over these arrangements, with this cadence and this timing, it's gonna hit like this.
Man, I'm going to listen to that album as soon as we're done.
You got it, yeah. You know what I mean? And if you listen to, and again, this is nothing to discredit Marvin, because Marvin is Marvin Gaye, right? But I'm saying that you have moments that people, that's why it's so important. Collaborations have always been important, and and sometimes it's about who's in the room. You know what I mean? And giving somebody that shot. You know what I mean? And the sound, probably Leon Ware's the case in point. Even in the 90s, his biggest record, probably our generation, that people would know is, there's a song that says, if it's cool, we can do a little something, something. Yeah, that, I
thought that was a remake.
Nah, it's Maxwell.
Yeah.
But when you go to read the credits, you see Leon Ware.